Hello everyone, welcome to next Selenium tutorial. So today let's talk about locators. Locators, one of the most fundamental techniques to learn when using WebDriver is how to find elements on the web page. This is a very basic technique that every testers and every developer should know about it, isn't it? Right? So there are multiple steps involved in automating any web page when using Selenium WebDriver, right? So let's see one by one how that involves. The first step will be like you have to download your browser driver. So that is the first step involved. So second step will be you have to initiate your WebDriver. Third step will be load your web page or your environment, right? And fourth step will be perform an action. Locators will involve here. And fifth step will be so you have to assert the outcome based on the performing an action. The last step will be close your WebDriver, right? So in these six steps, so our locators will come into picture when we are performing an action, right? So this is where the locators comes into play. So what exactly like locators is, like Selenium WebDriver like provides 8 different locators to perform an locating an web element in a web page, right? So when you are using your locators, there are multiple steps involved. So what are those, right? So first step will be like you have to locate an element using your locators. Sorry guys, some problem with. First step will be we have to locate an element using your locators which Selenium provides using WebDriver methods. So second one will be find an element based on the locators you have used. So then you have to perform action. So this is the basic steps that every tester should know when you are using not only Selenium WebDriver tool, but when you are using other UI automation tools, right? So the first step will be always download your browser driver, initiate your WebDriver, and load web page. And first step will be you have to do some action on your particular web element and assert your outcome and close your WebDriver. So when it comes to your locators, so you have 3 different steps that it involves, isn't it? Right? So the first step will be download browser driver. So I have already downloaded and I installed in my system. So it is I'm going to use Chrome driver. The second step involves over here is initiating the WebDriver. So how we will initiate over here is, so Selenium provides WebDriver interface. So WebDriver I will give variable name as driver. So new, we are going to instantiate a driver. So here I have given WebDriver for Chrome driver. So I am going to use Chrome driver. So I'm not going to use any Chrome options over here. So I'm going to blindly use my Chrome driver itself. All right, let's do this. Right. So why this is showing error? Because we have not imported any classes related to these classes like WebDriver interface or Chrome driver class. So let us import that. When you hover the mouse on this particular WebDriver interface or Chrome driver, so we will see that actually. Otherwise you can just do control space on after this ending this statement, you will see that one pop-up saying where from it is downloading. So it is from org openqa.selenium. Just double click on this. So you can see over here it is imported. In same way, let us see for this Chrome driver class as well. So it will also like kind of download imported. So today my system is hanging a lot. Like you can see over here, Chrome driver also imported. So this is the second step. The third step is we have to load the web page. So how we can load? So we can use the driver this instance, which is, so here driver represents the browser actually. So we have to understand this second step. This Chrome driver represents this web driver as your complete browser. So now based using your browser only, we have to do any action, right? So we have to take the browser dot what we wanted to do. I want to load a web page. So for that we have to use get method, or you can use navigate.to method as well, right? So here I have to I have to give the URL. So I'm going to take this particular URL, this orange HRM. Let's take this. Within double quotes we have to give as it accepts string, right? So this is how it loads your web page, right? And third step will be, well, third step is already done, right? So this is how third step will be done. So now my main picture comes into play. So what are those, like perform an action, right? So using locators. So Selenium WebDriver provides 8 different locators, right? Let's see one by one. So first one, which is preferred also, is ID, and second one will be name, third is class name, fourth one will be our link text, fifth one will be partial link text, and next one is tag name, and seventh one will be CSS selectors, and the last one will be our XPath. That is the eighth one. So these are the different locators that Selenium provides. So we will see in a separate video what is the difference between all these 8 locators, and which one we have to use, which is preferred and which is not preferred to use, right? So we will see all these 8 different locators in the upcoming videos. And today we are going to look after this ID, right? So whenever you are choosing your ID, so you have to look for some preconditions, right? So the preconditions will be like the element you are going to work with should contain ID attribute in the element. That's the first condition. And second one will be this ID should be unique in your HTML document, right? And third one will be it should be consistently predictable by the WebDriver or manually also, right? So these are the 3 different conditions you should look for when you choose your ID as a locating strategy, right? So now in this particular web page, let's locate this username input text, right? So for that you just right click on this particular element and go to this inspect, and it will open your the developer console. If you see here, it's a input tag, right? So here it has 3 different attributes. So this is a tag name input, name, ID, and type. These are the 3 different attributes. All 3 attributes has its value, right? This here text username, text username. So this ID has username, right? Text username has a value, right? So we are going to use this id today, right? So before to that, let's see how Selenium supports to find the element. So here we have loaded your web page, right? So after that, we have to use to find the element, right? So for that, Selenium provides two different methods. One is Selenium driver dot find element or find elements, right? These are two different things. So if you want to work with one particular element, you can use find element. If you want bunch of elements or you have multiple elements to work with, then you can give find elements. Anything is fine, it's up to you based on the situation, right? So this find element, so you can see over here the description: find the first web element using the given method. So whatever the given method, it means they are talking about the locators, the strategy what you are going to use. It will find the first element in the HTML document, right? The first element means, so the id, if you are giving this id text username in this whole web page, so it will whatever comes first with this id as text username, it will return the particular web element, right? So so when you are finding your locators and your web element, so Selenium provides one more interface called by class. So here we are going to see username. I'm going to name it as username and by dot. If you put dot itself, it will pop up some methods. You can see over here those all strategies: class, class name, css selector, id, link text, name, partial link text, tag name, XPath. So these are the 8 different locators that by class provides, isn't it? So it's very easy to understand also. So now we are going to take id. So rest other locating strategy or locators we are going to see in the upcoming videos, right? So today we are going to take id, right? So this id method takes string as a parameter. So you can give any string over here or alphanumeric, anything is fine, but this will provide this accepts one string values, right? So what is that string value we have to provide? So for this input text, we have id as a text username. Let's provide that over here. So that's all. So this is the locating strategy. So now we have located a particular web element over here. So now this find element will accept only the by class instance. You can see over here, right? So this will accept only the by class instance. So this by class, right? So this class instance only, this will accept it. So we have to give this username over here. That's all. So now locating an element using your locators using WebDriver methods. So one is find element you have to use, another one is, so you have to use the locator. So now these two steps are done, right? So next one will be, so locating strategy, this is done, and this one will be you are finding an element, right? What is the next step is perform an action. So now you have locator strategy, id, and you have find the particular web element, right? So this find element returns web element instance, right? So we have to assign this web element into this one, web element instance. Now whatever the action will perform, let's import this. So on this particular sorry, it has duplicate one, just take like this, right? So easy understanding, I'm just aligning, right? So now we have to perform some action on this particular thing. What we have to do on input text box is we can just type something, that's all. So I want to type, so here they clearly mentioned it's admin, so I want to type admin as here. So I'm going to take username dot. So to type anything in Selenium WebDriver, we have to use sendKeys method. So sendKeys method will accept alphanumeric or string object. So I'm going to type admin. So this is what I'm going to do. Right. So what this will do, right? So we have now come to one conclusion, right? So we have for locators, right, in Selenium WebDriver, we can use any locator strategy that Selenium WebDriver provides. There are 8 varieties, so we can use anything based on your application. So today we are looking after the locator strategy as ID. So we are looking at it, okay, and so we have done using the action as well, right? So this asset outcome, that's based on our web page, you can give. So what will happen after clicking on login button, or after something given wrong and you can just clicking on login, so this like that you can perform an asset condition. So as of now I'm not going to do that, I'm going to close the web driver, right? So what you have to do, you have to give the particular driver dot close it, that's all. So these are different locators Selenium supports, right? So these are the different steps that involves in performing an action in any web element of a using WebDriver, right? Let's try running this. Right click and do run. Let's see what happens. My system is very slow today. So it's loading your web page. It's very simple to use also, and you have seen that it is typing, right? So let's give the implicit weight over here. Driver dot manage timers dot implicitly wait. Let's give us 10 seconds. Right, to see clearly what is typed or not, let's give some thread dot sleep just to see. Actually it is not recommended, just to see what will happen. So let's give 4 seconds. It will throw error as well. Let's give it under try catch block. We have to handle exception for thread related things. Right, or let's run again and see what happens. So it is typed admin, right? It is waiting for 4 seconds and it will close, right? So this is how any Selenium WebDriver scripts work, right? So basically when before and after going for your locating strategy for ID, so there are multiple things that you should consider, right? Let's see that that already we have seen that when we have to go for it. So the first step will be like involves, so this element with ID attribute must present when you have to go for your locating strategy, as when we have to choose ID as locators, right? Element with ID attribute must present in HTML document. HTML document is nothing but your web page. So when you see or inspect this particular page, so you can see over here it is just this is the HTML document, right? So that is the first step that you have to consider. And second thing that you have to consider is this particular web element with ID attribute should be unique. That ID attribute as the value, that value should be unique, right? So ID attributes value must be unique. So in that case you can go for your ID attributes. And the third thing is the most essential one, that is it should be consistently, remember this, consistently predictable. which means it should not change dynamically. So when you are doing page refresh, the id will automatically auto generated, that complete value will change. So in that case you cannot go for it, right? So that is what this consistently it should perform. Consistently it should be predictable, right? So this is where when you go for your id locators, when you should not go for your choosing your id locators. Let's see that when we should not go to this, should not choose id locator. The first and foremost thing is, obviously, right, if id attribute is not present in the element, then we cannot use that. That's the first thing that you have to consider. The second thing is, if the value is not unique, I mean not unique in the sense, in one web page, right, you can see multiple web element has id attributes which is same, right? So in that case, if you want to select the third or fourth one, right, it will not actually find the element, right? So id locators directly. So always this id attribute locator, right, so it will always return the first element which finds in the particular html document. So in that case, if we have bunch of web element has the id attribute as same, so in that case you cannot choose this particular locator to use in your WebDriver, right? So that's the thing you have to understand. And the last thing what is that, if page refresh happens or loading every time has different values like dynamically generated, then you should not go for this id attribute, right? So when you are going for this id attribute, you should consider all these as prerequisite, right? So we will see when it has multiple things how we can go for it. So in the upcoming videos we will see how it happens, right? We can one by one we'll see different locators, how can we use, which one is good and better, everything we will see in the upcoming videos, right? So this is all about a locator id in the Selenium WebDriver. So you must concentrate on this one because this is the preferable, and everyone suggesting to use id locator in your Selenium scripts, right? So I hope this video was very helpful for you to learn about the locators, and you must have learned something about the Selenium WebDriver today. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like my video if you love watching and you have learned something, and share it with your friends. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel for my more videos on Selenium WebDriver and other testing tools. Thanks for watching, guys.